doing today, people? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Rich Sports Report with your favorite host, Cozy Rich. I want to say this is a very special episode. This episode holds a place dear in my heart. I want to start off with this sad news. The GOAT, Thomas Patrick Edward Brady II, has decided to retire from the game of football after 22 years. I don't know how to say this. I just didn't think this day would come. This man has been playing for 22 years. Ever since I've been watching football, Tom Brady has been in the league. Tom Brady has been winning championships. Tom Brady has been breaking records. And today, on February 1st, 2022, is when that day will end forever. And I just want to say, what everyone else and their mama is thinking, thank you, Tom Brady, for the greatness you have provided the NFL and me, a Patriots fan, over the last 20 plus years of my life. You are the GOAT. You will never be forgotten. Some of your records will never be broken. And we wish you the best of luck in retirement. I think he deserves that at the very least after winning 7 Super Bowls. Now, let's jump right back into it and talk about the people that have been playing, such as the Bengals and the Rams. The Bengals and the Rams are the two teams that will be meeting in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks. And that is because the Bengals beat the Chiefs in overtime at Arrowhead, something Josh Allen and the Bills couldn't do last week. And the Rams beat the 49ers in LA to play in the Super Bowl, which will also be in LA. So they have that home field advantage. And I think this Super Bowl is going to be absolutely insane. Joe Burrow has been the underdog king. He has been coming from behind, winning games. He is honestly everything he was at LSU. And I think he has a chance to win the Super Bowl. Now, if you had to make me pick, I'm going to pick LA simply because they have a more well-rounded team. Their front four on defense is absolutely crazy, monstrous. You got Aaron Donald and Von Miller, one on the inside and on the outside, as well as the fact you got Jalen Ramsey on the outside covering your best corner. The Bengals offensive line has had major problems the entire playoffs, and I think LA is going to capitalize off of that. So, with LA being the home team, them having the better squad, in my opinion, I think they're going to win the Super Bowl 35-24. Check back in 2 weeks. We'll see if I was right. Now, besides that, I want to talk about Jimmy Garoppolo, the man that lost to the Rams on Sunday. He actually threw a pick to end the game because Aaron Donald rushed him. And I find this news very hilarious. So 2 days after they lose in the playoffs to the Rams, the 49ers are now working with Jimmy Garoppolo to trade him to another team to make room for Trey Lance, their rookie that they drafted this year. And I think that is hilarious because they clearly have determined they can't win a Super Bowl with Jimmy G, and he must have played a pivotal part in them losing. Because if you're going to lose the man that brought you to the championship and trade him 1 day later, you never wanted that man to begin with. So Jimmy G, Jimmy Guwap, Mr. California, whatever the ladies call you, good luck. I hope you land on a good team. But I don't think you're making it back to the NFC Championship anytime soon. That's just my 2 cents. And last thing I want to touch on in the NFL. Then we're going to transition over to the NBA. In the NFL, they have this thing called the Rooney Rule for head coaches, which is essentially that teams need to interview a coach of minority status for a head coach position. And there's a lot of criticism with this rule because it provides teams with no incentive really to really have interest in interviewing someone of color. So if they just want to interview, they know who they want to hire, but they have to go through the trials and tribulations and the motions of dealing with the interview process, then that's really what happens. And case in point, former Miami Dolphins coach Brian Flores is actually suing the NFL for racism because he was a victim of the Rooney Rule. He essentially said that, Bill Belichick texted him last week to congratulate him accidentally on getting the Giants job, just to find out that Bill Belichick meant to send that to a different Brian. Meanwhile, Brian Flores had yet to even interview for this position. So the Giants had determined who they wanted to hire as their coach, yet were stringing along Brian Flores sending him through the interview process, making him do a presentation when they already knew their coach. So the NFL is getting sued as a result of that, and I can't wait to see the outcome because that is an interesting lawsuit, and they really did waste my man's time. So we'll see what happens with that. Now, to transition to the NBA. It's we're in the middle of the NBA season right now, so things are kind of slowing down as it pertains to major headlines. Teams are just playing nonstop. Like the Celtics, for example, they've actually been doing very good as of late. They've won their last 9 of 12. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum have been playing stellar. The team is looking to trade Dennis Schroeder, but that's okay because he hasn't really been playing a major part in the way they've been winning games as of late. Marcus Smart, he's been doing his thing as well, and Robert Williams has been playing consistently. I think if the team continues to do what they're doing and they finally continue to gel and the shooting stays on par with what it has been, then they have the potential to be the team that they should have been at the beginning of the season. And one thing I want to touch on is actually the dunk contest in All-Star Weekend. It's been a undervalued event in All-Star Weekend over the last couple of years just because of the presentation and the types of players in the dunk contest. But I'm here to say I think this year's dunk contest is going to be crazy entertaining because we have Jalen Green, Cole Anthony, Obi Toppin, and Juan Toscano Anderson in the dunk contest. And for those of you that don't follow basketball close enough, all these dudes got hops. All of them got hops. Jalen Green can jump out the fucking gym. His head is at the rim on most of his dunks. Obi Toppin did a between the legs dunk in game in an NBA game. Never done before. Cole Anthony will catch a body on you when he's 6'1". And Juan Toscano Anderson is 6'7" forward. He's 6'7", so you already know that man can dunk with ease. So I think Jalen Green is going to win the dunk contest first and foremost. But I just want to bring this to your attention because, like I said, the dunk contest is it hasn't really been a must-watch event, but I think this year it is going to be must-watch and it's going to be very entertaining. And to end the Rich Sports Report for you guys this week, I want to quickly touch base and talk about Ja Morant and Anthony Edwards. I don't think they're getting enough love for my liking. Anthony Edwards is a future MVP in this league. This man has been dropping 40 and 30-point games consistently over the last 10. This is only his second year in the league, and he's getting better every single game. He is a born scorer. This man is not scared of anyone, and he calls himself Black Jesus. Any sophomore player in the NBA calling themselves Black Jesus got some balls, and I really think he's going places. So I think he is must-see TV. You need to keep tabs on Anthony Edwards, see his progression, because I really think he's a future superstar, top 5 player in the making. And Ja Morant, everything I said about Anthony Edwards, same thing as Ja Morant. I think he should be in discussion for the MVP this year. The Memphis Grizzlies are number 3 in the Western Conference behind Phoenix and Golden State. And that's saying a lot because they've actually beaten Golden State twice. So Ja Morant is a closer. He's a finisher. He's a playmaker. He's a defender. And he's a evolving shooter. He's getting better at shooting. Once he adds that to the bag, I don't think there's any way to stop this man with his quick first step and handles. So I think both of those men are going to be the future of the NBA. They have been pissing as of late, and I can't wait to see what happens moving forward with the rest of the year with them and their 2 teams. But as I said, that was the last topic I have for you guys. People, there's no NFL this week, so I hope you guys have a good weekend and enjoy yourselves. And I'll see you guys next week. But hey, thank you again for tuning in to this week's episode of the Rich Sports Report. You know it's always love on this side, and I'm gonna see y'all next week. Love.